Scorpios, welcome to my channel. Let's see what's going on for the week ahead. Any information that you may be looking for will be in the description. Just check there. Make sure you like the video so that you never miss a beat whenever I upload. And let's get into the tea. We already got some cards flying. First two cards we got the Hangman and the Emperor here in reverse. So immediately I'm picking up Taurus and Aries energy. Now there still could be some sort of delay around either communicating, getting to a point of understanding with this individual, and there could be certain aspects around this connection that are just kind of out of your control. Okay, this person that you're dealing with, whether they're the zodiac sign or not, they could be seeing things their own way and the way that they want to see things. And I don't think that there's anything that you can necessarily do to maybe change their perspective, because they could be so hellbound in believing or seeing things the way that they see it. If this isn't, like I said, those zodiac signs, this could be either the person you may have children with, or somebody who is kind of stuck in their way of seeing things based off of what they've been through past tense, where their power has been taken away from them, or they are just afraid, honestly, of maybe letting themselves be vulnerable, and that could be keeping them in the way that they're moving, or, like I said, navigating this whole situation. But anyway, another thing that I'm seeing, I am seeing some of my Scorpios decide to maybe put a pause on like dating the person you may have children with. Or if you're married, you could be wanting to take a moment to give your person some time to think about whether or not they still want to be with you. There could be certain things that they do that makes you feel like you're both not getting to a point of understanding, and this could be something that's quite annoying for you. Now, on a personal level, let's kind of talk about that. If you have been feeling maybe powerless when it comes to maybe how a living situation is, or when it comes to maybe living with a family member that just kind of is constantly asking for money, or constantly making you feel like you living with them is just kind of taken away from your ability to feel structured or safe, or they just kind of create problems. This could be a week where you're saying no more. Okay, you could be being a lot more diligent, or realizing that you have to be a lot more diligent about maybe saving so that you can get into like maybe a different living situation or a different environment. Okay. I have the Two of Swords in reverse, which talks about clarity, no longer needing answers, seeing things for what it is. Also, either communication starting up or understanding being reached. The Seven of Pentacles talks about having to be patient or waiting and having to sit back. And then the King of Wands talks about Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo energy, or you guys being confident, being bold, taking charge, being careful about how you're divvying out your energy, managing your energy better. So this could be a week where you're starting to realize that you don't really need certain answers to be present, or you don't need certain insight, or have to have certain conversations in order for you to kind of take action on your life. Like maybe you've been sitting back and stopping yourself from dating, or you've been in this energy just feeling lost a little bit on what to do. You're no longer wanting to sit back and wait, which is actually the thing that you guys were supposed to do a while ago. Decide, you know what? I'm not going to wait for these answers to come in for me to decide to live my life unapologetically. Or I'm not going to wait until, I have everything 100% figured out as well to decide that I'm going to live my life unapologetically. Some of you guys will end up having a conversation, though, with a Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo in particular. And in this conversation, there could be things that are finally cleared up, where there may have been misunderstanding. I'm also getting Taurus energy with that. I have the Tower, I have the Eight of Cups in reverse, and I have the Five of Swords. Somebody's having to eat crow. Somebody's having to realize, dang, I missed out on Scorpio. I missed out on what things could have been. Okay, Tower talks about an unstable foundation, things being exposed for what they are, or an old foundation just not being sustainable for where you're shifting to. The Eight of Cups in reverse talks about the energy of resurfacing, or, you know, not completely walking away from something. Or feeling like a journey is not all the way over with something. And then the Five of Swords does talk about the energy of self-sabotage. It does talk about a mental battle. This does also talk about like verbal abuse, or, you know, things being said in the heat of the moment. So somebody may have said some things in the heat of the moment that they didn't genuinely mean. And they're almost having to like walk back on what they said, or have to stand in what they said, or even doing something that in the heat of the moment they thought made sense, or I don't know what their thought process may have been, but at the moment they weren't thinking straight. And now they're wanting to resurface, and you could be looking at them crazy because of the fact that you don't know if it's genuine or if this person is playing some sort of like mental game. A lot of you too also you've been giving somebody a lot of grace because of the fact that you genuinely do care about this person, and the fact that they did you wrong. You've been in the space of wanting to understand exactly where that's stemming from. But this week you could be in a space to where you're like, I don't know if I can keep doing that. Okay. Hey, Belinda. Scorpios. I also see if you are wanting to transition into another job, if you've been looking for a new job, or you've been waiting to hear back, this could be a week where you do hear back from a job that maybe you thought you didn't get. Like maybe you applied to it, interviewed for it, and you didn't know if they actually wanted to hire you because they took so long to reach back out. This will be the week that you will hear back. Okay. Speaking of that, I do see you guys having to turn down one opportunity for another one. Now, this could be in the frame of like career, or in terms of love too. In terms of love as well. Scorpios. What's going on for the week ahead? Ooh, we have Milestone. So there's some sort of accomplishment you guys are going to be achieving this week, Scorpios. There's something that you're going to do. It's a personal milestone. This could be you losing a certain amount of weight by a certain time frame like you hoped. Or this is you reaching some sort of goal in terms of how much you save. Or it could be different for everyone, of course. But there's some sort of personal goal that you're going to be patting yourself on the back for accomplishing. Or very close to accomplishing. There could be some sort of event that you get invited to as well. This could be like a wedding, a celebration party, in terms of someone in your family, like getting some sort of achievement. There's some sort of event that you're going to get invited to. I have caring connections, the healing light. We have deception, we have true love, and then we have the fourth chakra, which is the heart chakra. Clarify caring connections here. Why is this here? Yeah, you can start to realize that certain connections in your life could just take away from you energetically. With a consciousness of lack in reverse, you could also start to realize that you don't really resonate with certain people when you don't vibrate on this low vibrational energy. So an example of this is like certain friendships or certain relationships that we have in our life could be based off of trauma, or us having them in our life could be because we need somebody there while we're going through whatever traumatic experience or cycle that we're in, right? But you start to realize that maybe certain relationships that were present in your life in those moments where you were going through maybe, you know, financial struggles or emotional struggles or, you know, whatever issues, now that you're no longer in that vibration, they don't necessarily resonate the same anymore, or those connections are starting to fall to the wayside. And that, I mean, that's the reality. We have certain relationships that exist in our lives in the times that we need them. And you guys no longer are in a space of trauma and hurt and all that stuff. So you know, people who vibrate on that vibration all the time will not understand the fact that you're evolving out of that. Okay, and I think that a key thing that you could be like kind of grasping this time frame is that you can't really fix other people and their traumas, their way of seeing things. If anything, that will just kind of steal your light in you trying to like force someone to kind of heal those aspects of themselves before they're even ready. Now, if you do have fake love around you, people who are disingenuous, it's going to be clear as day. You could be side-eyeing certain individuals already. But it's going to be obvious during this time frame, especially if you are celebrating some sort of milestone and you have certain individuals who are just not happy for you. It's going to be clear who genuinely supports you. Let me pull from this deck. What are the messages for my Scorpios from the spiritual team for this week? What are the messages? We have the Sky Father, trust in the unknown. So trust in God, trust in the forces that are unseen, okay? You can't have all the answers and you can't truly know how things are going to play out in entirety. But if you trust that the unknown is always working in your favor, then you won't have to trust that the unknown is going to be, you know, bad or bad things are going to come out of that space. And the unknown doesn't have to be something scary. I mean, shoot, we could have a whole conversation about how we are born from the unknown. We are born, child, we go on all day. But anywho, so I have Hunter. This represents track down your fears and desires. So this week is about asking yourself, like, what exactly is the root of why you're fearful doing things that you want to do? Why are certain fears that you have directly connected to or correlated to the things that you truly want? And how can you combat these fears to get to the other side of it, to reach your desires? Because that's the only way that you're going to get to it. Hey, Bernard. I also have the Heart Guardian. It says, love and let yourself be loved. So with the fourth chakra, it did show up in reverse earlier in the reading. So it's important to ask yourself, okay, why do I crave genuine connection in my life, but also find it hard for me to open up? Okay, and once you kind of uncover what that answer is, because it could be different things where that stems from, then that will help you kind of soften that, you know, shell or that wall that you have around your heart chakra as a whole. But it's important that you're loving on yourself and allowing other people to love on you that same way and not putting this wall there out of fear of being hurt. Okay. What's going on with my Scorpios for this week? Okay, so we have Labyrinth, which represents journey. We have Palm, which represents destiny. And we have Tree, which represents ancestry. Okay, so very powerful cards. Not both, but all three of these are powerful cards. Okay, we're talking about the journey that you're on as a whole in life. And there's some key events during this week that are going to be important, connected to family, your family tree. Okay, I think that also it could be very apparent this week that you're supposed to be that family member that breaks generational curses. Like, it could be so clear, like, okay, no, I know that I was put into this family to break the generational curse around poverty, or to break the generational curse around, certain cycles repeating. And you could be that change. So there could be little glimpses of that this week. I'm also seeing some sort of like fated event that may happen around family in terms of you guys hearing some news about maybe someone in your family expecting, you expecting, your partner expecting. It's interesting. Okay. Well, let me pull some clarifiers. Yep, huge focus on family. Man, huge focus on family. There could be some sort of money that's also owed to you that will be finding its way back to you. This may have been money that was owed to you for like a minute. I'm talking about maybe you're waiting on some back pay. Maybe you're waiting to get like a check in the mail or something like that. You're gonna finally get some sort of money owed to you. This could be like a family member finally paying you back or something. Or if you're on child support or something like that, your person could be finally coming through with the money. Or the person you have children with, excuse me. There could be also a family relationship that has an opportunity to be repaired. It's like you guys finally have a conversation with each other. Now, this could be sparked by another family member trying to get you guys to kind of see each other's point of view. But there may be an opportunity to fix a relationship with a family member. I'm getting like strong Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy with that. Aries energy, Sagittarius. It's some interesting stuff going on this week. I hope that this was helpful and did give you some insight for what to expect. If you did enjoy, definitely thumbs up the video and let me know what other type of readings you guys would like to see in the comment section. But yeah, thank you for your support. I did enjoy doing this reading. It was juicy. And I will see you in the next one. Bye, Scorpios.